Also learning that an alarming increase in suicide deaths among airmen has occurred this year. And now those at Sheppard Air Force Base are doing all they can to stop these numbers from getting worse.
Hey, oh, hey. I joined the Navy. I joined the Navy.
With each step and each chant, these airmen work together as a unit to make sure none fall out of step. But how many of them know what's really happening beneath each other's surfaces? For the first time ever, an emergency suicide stand-down was issued in August in response to the growing epidemic of suicides among airmen across the country.
We lose more airmen to suicide than any other single enemy, even more than combat.
Chief Master Sergeant Caleb Wright sent out this PSA stating, quote, 78 of our brothers and sisters have given up on life this year alone. That's 28 more than this time last year. Without direct or targeted efforts, Wright says the Air Force could lose 150 to 160 airmen in 2019. At Sheppard, Staff Sergeant Michael Edwards says he's all too familiar with the stinging loss of a fellow airman by suicide.
Not too long ago, we did have an individual that we lost in our office.
What year was that?
I think it was 2017 that we lost him. It definitely rocked us. It kind of, when you take a key piece out of something and you don't really know how to keep going without that key aspect of your life anymore.
And in February of this year, Suicide Prevention Training Director Katherine Johnson was also faced with a grim reality.
The first week I was on in this position, we had a suicide on the installation.
Johnson and others at Sheppard are moving steadfast with new mandatory resiliency training procedures so that airmen of all ranks know what to do when faced with suicidal situations.
We use what's called a bystander intervention approach. So we use these 3 steps, this direct, delegate, and distract. Direct, I'm taking care of it myself. I'm going and asking that hard question to that individual. Delegate, I'm going to a supervisor or a friend. I'm getting someone else involved in the situation. Distract it, when it comes to suicide prevention, it's more distracting from those feelings of hopelessness and connecting them with a resource.
And there are several resources available for airmen on base, from Johnson's new Applied Suicide Intervention Skills Training course to the 82nd Medical Group, where you'll find mental health flight commander Joel Cartier, who says there are many reasons why depression occurs in the military.
Specifically here at Sheppard, and it's pretty much across the entire Air Force, is we're putting people in a different position, usually away from family, away from friends. Then they're forced to do things that they're just unfamiliar or uncomfortable sometimes doing. Sometimes that means public speaking, sometimes that means getting out on the flight line and working in some pretty extreme temperatures. And sometimes that means working alongside people maybe they don't really get along with.
In fact, a study found most military suicide attempts can either stem from relationship problems, administrative or legal issues, or workplace difficulties. Thankfully, the stigma of seeking help for depression and other disorders in the military is slowly going away.
I would say that in my earlier years there was a stronger stigma in seeking help through the mental health clinic. I'd say over the past several years that has gradually decreased. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of commanders here on Sheppard make great strides at decreasing that stigma and eliminating it altogether.
I have myself had to go to mental health just because I needed someone to talk to.
As an instructor to a generation of fresh-faced airmen, Sergeant Edwards says he knows what it's like to feel isolated. But he also knows there are many ways to help one another.
We spend a lot of time with our airmen as instructors, and you get really accustomed to how they act on a day-to-day basis, so that slight change, you notice it. Try not to go through anything by yourself, whether it be professional help through mental health or just a friend. It's always easier to handle a situation with the community that you have around you, so there's no reason to not use it.
Aim high, fly, fight, win is the motto of the Air Force. And at Sheppard, they will continue to fight for the lives of their airmen. Well, various squadrons at Sheppard have been told to take a day to do resiliency training to talk about suicide. And if you or someone you know is struggling with depression, PTSD, or suicidal thoughts, we do have a list of resources inside the story on Texomashomepage.com.
I had no idea the numbers were so high in the military.
Yeah, it's very upsetting, but they are doing all that they can to
Thank
fix
goodness.
it.